Recently, I hit a milestone in my business, and it's that I generated 6 figures TTD in revenue. Now, for some people, this may seem like a small figure, but for me, it's a big deal because between my cancer diagnosis, trying to figure out all this content stuff, and deciding exactly who my audience is and what they want, it took me a little while. But now that I'm here, I am going to be sharing with you all the things that I had to do to shift from being that inconsistent and invisible expert into the 6-figure chick you're seeing in front of you right now. Hi again, ladies. Jamila Bannister here, your personal brand and visibility strategist, teaching you how to turn your stories, your reputation, and your expertise into a money-making engine so you could finally start making the kind of money you want on your terms. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 fundamental changes that I had to make in the last year, which is when I generated the bulk of those 6 figures, in order for me to start making money consistently and grow my business to 6 figures from sitting in this very room that you see me right now. Once you make these changes, I can guarantee you will see a marked difference in your online business. So if you want to make 6 figures and beyond from your coaching practice or your consultancy or your expertise driven business, and you're based in Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean, and you're thinking, how could I ever make that kind of money from here? Then you are going to want to watch until the end of this video. So let's get into it. Before I get into the 6 things that you need to do in the next 12 months in order for you to generate 6 figures, let me set the scene for you. You are sitting in your office or at home in the Caribbean, and you're looking at all these people saying that they generated 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures from their online business, and you're trying to figure out, could this ever be me? Well, the answer is yes, it can be you. But it requires you to understand where you're operating from and also understand the things that give you your competitive edge. You may assume that building a highly profitable online business from the Caribbean is more difficult than if you were doing it outside of here, but the truth is that it probably is easier. You just have to know what tools to use to get you to where you want to be. So the first thing that you need to do if you want to build a 6-figure business in the next 6 to 12 months is that you need a strong and clear offer, and you need to move away from selling customized services. Here's what I mean. When someone asks you, what exactly do you do? And you say, well, it depends on what the client needs. It depends on what budget that they're working with. And you just keep going on with a long list of depends, as though you are selling adult diapers. This is your first mistake, because this is not an offer. This is a menu with no prices and a lot of dishes. I know custom work feels flexible. It feels like you're giving the client a lot of value, and it feels like good service. Every new client feels like you're reinventing the wheel. It's like you're developing a new scope. The pricing conversation is new, and you're creating new deliverables from scratch. And this could become not only exhausting, but it feels almost impossible to market because you are changing the thing you're offering every single time. And it becomes difficult to describe. You could find it difficult to describe, and even the person that you're serving could also find it difficult to describe. A strong offer is specific. It has a name, and it has a clear before and after where people can actually see the transformation. So think something like, I help career-driven women who are ready to transition into building their own business, leverage their personal brand as a marketing strategy to drive more opportunities and sales with clients. That's an offer. That's something that people could refer you for, whether you're at a Lime, you're at a wedding, you're at an event, you're at a conference. People are clear about what you do, and they could easily tell others that you offer it. So here is your homework. Look at the last 5 projects you delivered and find the common thread between all of them. That is where your offer should start. Once you find it, you should package it, name it, and stop starting from zero every single time you sell something to your clients. Change number 2 that you need to implement if you want to make 6 figures in the next 6 to 12 months is premium pricing for your products. Now, I want to talk about this because this is an area where a lot of us tend to self-sabotage even before the customer says a word. We look at the Caribbean market and we assume that no one can pay international rates, and then we price ourselves down before anybody actually gives us a reason to. But the question I want you to ask yourself is this: if the person who you are targeting wanted to buy the same exact service from somebody who lived outside of the region, would they not be paying the same price? And I don't want you to assume for a minute that there aren't people who are right around you at this very moment spending that kind of money to improve their lives in that particular way. Because premium pricing is not about greed. It's not that we could charge less, so we should charge less. It's about knowing that you're delivering a service at a particular standard and you understand what this value will convert to in the life of the person who is receiving it. It's about positioning and it's about differentiating yourself from the market so people know exactly who you are and exactly what they will get once they work with you. You might think by charging low, you're doing the market a favor, you're thinking about people, but the truth is that when you set yourself up as a budget option, people are expecting budget quality and budget results, and they will give you budget level respect as a professional. And what's worse, you will attract budget-minded clients. You are not going to attract the premium type of clientele who is going to pay you at the level that I know you deserve and at the level that is going to help you generate those six figures. Because premium pricing does something even deeper than just differentiating you. It allows you to hit your goals serving less clients, so you're doing less work and making more money. It may seem counterintuitive, but if you think about it, don't you want to deliver at a high quality for a few people and make the six figures rather than stressing yourself out over hundreds of people who pay you small amounts of money at a time? Now, if you know you deliver excellent quality work, you've seen your work time and time again transform people's lives, you are doing yourself and your clients a disservice by making your prices budget level. Charge a premium, create a premium experience, attract a premium client, and make premium level money. Now, premium level pricing only makes sense in the context of a clear and strong offer. So you must have your offer clear and on the market in order for your clients to be happy to pay you a premium price. Secret number 3 to taking your online consultancy or coaching practice or expertise-based business to six figures is having a clear and strong personal brand. Now, you know this is my zone of genius. So let me tell you plainly, in a market as small and as relationship-driven as ours, having a personal brand is not an option. You absolutely need to be out there being clear about who you are, what you offer, and how it makes a difference to people that you serve. Because your personal brand is the thing that would make people think of you first when it comes to services like yours. So instead of them Googling the nearest consultant for X, Y, or Z thing, they will say, oh yeah, I just saw that person on LinkedIn. Let me send them a DM and see if they're available for work. Let me see if they're taking in persons into their next cohort. Let me see if they're consulting people right now for that particular thing. Your personal brand will tell your potential client exactly what you do, who you do it for, and why exactly they should choose you over anyone else in the market. If someone who is looking for a consultant in your field cannot answer those 3 basic questions just by scanning whether it's your LinkedIn profile, your website, or wherever you show up online, it's quite possible that they're going to move on to the next person. They're going to keep looking until they can find the person offering them that service. In addition to clarity in your messaging, people need to know that you are reliable and they can depend on you to deliver your service. And what better way to do this by having a brand that shows up and demonstrates to people why you can be trusted. People like to hire those they feel familiar with, the persons that they've built a relationship with, whether that's a parasocial relationship or a real relationship. When people know you, they like you, and they trust you, the likelihood of them hiring you is much higher than someone that they do not know. So if you want to appeal to customers, not just here, but also in the region and internationally, your personal brand is the number 1 weapon in your arsenal to ensure that your network grows and the number of people who know your name far exceeds the number of people you can serve. This will guarantee that there's always a surplus of people willing to work with you, people who are willing to pay a premium for your time, and you will be well on your way to generating 6 figures and more. Secret number 4 on your way to 6 figures is that you must have a strong and clear sales funnel. If you're not sure what a sales funnel is, you are very far from making six figures. But just to explain for those of you who may be unfamiliar, a sales funnel is a clear series of steps that you guide a lead through in order for them to make a purchase at the end. But a lot of consultants tend to rely on one or maybe two channels in order for them to generate leads and close sales. So they may be relying on channels like DMs or referrals or via by the way conversations. Now, while those opportunities are good, they do not constitute a strategy. If your only sales system is the hopes and prayers method and you sit and wait hoping that somebody will come to you, you are already on the back foot and you will not be generating six figures. Six-figure income earners are intentional about setting up a sales funnel to ensure that the people who need them can find them. These are the people who are generating the content. These are the people who are putting themselves out there. These are the people who are letting the world know exactly who they are, what they can offer, and how they can get in touch with them to make a purchase. And the thing that makes sales funnels so powerful is that they can run in the background 24/7, 365 days a year. Because you cannot scale a business only when the algorithm decides to play nice or when somebody happens to think about you. You need to be applying consistent strategy and showing up consistently so that people can know your name, remember your face, and understand exactly who you are and what you bring to the table. Because the truth is, you never know when somebody will be ready to buy into your service. So never ever let them wonder. Always have a sales funnel ready for them to be able to tap into, whether it's something on your website for them to click and sign up, whether it's a call link for them to be able to book with you, whether it is a webinar that they could attend, or even a public event that they have been invited to. Always ensure that your sales funnel is up and running even when you sleep at night. This, I guarantee you, will put you ahead of the pack when it comes to generating your six figures very quickly. Now, once you have your sales funnel and you have your clear offer, you obviously need to have a simple and repeatable way to deliver that product. So that brings me to pillar number 5 that you must put in place in order for you to be on your way to generating six figures within the next 12 months. This is the operation side of the business, the soft white underbelly that the public does not see. It's you operating within your business and you ensuring that you have everything set up to optimally ensure that you do not lose your mind while you are delivering the service. If every client engagement looks different behind the scenes, different processes, different templates, different timeline, it feels like you are rebuilding the process every single time you are serving somebody new. And the truth is, that is not sustainable. It actually might be the reason that a lot of talented people tend to plateau and they get stuck making only a certain amount of money. And it's because the internal systems are not built to weather the storm of an influx of clients or growth in their business. A repeatable delivery system means that you have a defined process, so you can go from step 1, step 2, step 3. You have templates, you have frameworks, and you have a clear timeline that your client can see from day 1. And this does two things. For you, it makes delivery faster and more consistent. And for the client, it makes the experience more premium. Because nothing says amateur louder than a process that feels like you are feeling your way through and figuring things out as you go along. So of course you have to document your process, refine it as you go, and stop reinventing the wheel with every client. When you do this, the time and the money you save, you could actually reinvest it in other parts of your business, or just take a breather and enjoy the fact that you're delivering a hyper-efficient business in a little time. And secret number 6, taking you from struggling to generating your six figures within the next 6 to 12 months, is having social proof of your expertise. Now, one of the features of a smaller market like the Caribbean is that reputation travels fast, and it kind of seems like everybody knows everybody. And because it feels sometimes like your reputation can move faster than an ad campaign you could run, you should actually use that to your advantage. When you work with clients, ask them for reviews. Document your process, record your sessions. Ask people to write something and give you some feedback so you understand exactly how they felt when they went through your process. Social proof could be testimonials, case studies, results, media stories, speaking engagements, anything that can let a potential client see that you have actually done this work. They have proof that you are exactly who you claim to be, and they can get this even before speaking with you. Social proof answers that unspoken question that people tend to have in their mind. Would it work for somebody like me? Consultants and coaches hitting six figures are not doing so quietly, and they are not saying things like, my work could speak for itself. They understand that they actually have to put it on the front line. They have to show people exactly what they can do. They have to demonstrate that they are proven and they can deliver the result again and again. And if you have done your work well, your clients will be happy to give you the testimonial so that your business can continue to grow and they can be part of a legacy of excellent work. And if you put pillars 3 and 6 together, your personal brand and that social proof, that combination could quickly turn you from I know of her to I am definitely hiring her or I want to work with her. So let's round this up. If you were sitting there thinking, how could I ever make the kind of money I believe I can make online from the Caribbean with my expertise, and you didn't know how, now you know. These are the things that you need to do. 1, you need to have a clear offer that delivers a specific outcome instead of a stream of custom work that you feel like you could never get out from underneath. 2, you need to price that offer at a premium level because budget pricing brings you budget clients, which doesn't take you close to your 6 figures. 3, a clear personal brand that people could identify you by and that they can relate to. 4 is a proper working sales funnel that keeps bringing in leads and sales even when you are asleep. The 5th is a simple and repeatable delivery system. And secret number 6 is visible social proof of your expertise. Now, none of these work in isolation. They all have to be done together in order for you to have the greatest impact and to accelerate you to that 6-figure level. Now, if you've watched the video up to this point and you're thinking, man, I finally understand why I have not been making the money I want to make, and you're thinking, I just want some help figuring it out, you are in the right place. Whether you are focused right now on building your visibility up so that you could then move on to figuring out who your clients are and then turn that into money, or you've already built up some level of visibility and you want to get clearer on what product should I be selling, how much should I be pricing it for, and how exactly do I build a sales funnel, then you are in luck. Because my Brand Print Visibility Accelerator program helps you figure out the visibility and personal brand piece, while the Brand from Scratch helps you take all of that and turn it into money. If you're trying to figure out which one is best for you, just check the links in the description and you can complete the Brand from Scratch quiz to understand where you are in terms of your brand and your ability to generate income, or the visibility quiz so that you can understand whether you should be starting with your visibility first. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, then like and subscribe so that more women like you could find their opportunity to make their 6 figures and you could keep getting advice from me on how to keep making your own. Tell me in the comments which of these pillars resonated with you the most. I would love to know, and I would love to help you figure out how to take your brand and your business to the next level by streamlining your operations, getting more visible, and understanding exactly what is needed in order for you to grow online as a professional from the Caribbean. I look forward to hearing your feedback in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.